everybody. It's Mike here. I just want to welcome you back to Mr. Cast Iron and Weekends with Mr. Cast Iron. And we're looking forward to this show tonight. We've been talking to this gentleman for a good while about coming on with us. He agreed to do so. So we're going to pick at him a little bit. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and pull him on. How you doing, buddy?
Good. I'm doing great. I just had my iPad having the show on. I just had a big echo. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it'll do that. It sure will.
Forgot about the sound.
I always have to check that out, too. Keep a phone on here. Teresa will be in just a minute. She's talking to her son. He just brought me a little piece of cast iron, so I'm going to have to look at it later on. But
cool.
Anyway, boss lady's showing up here. I've got you set up already there, Teresa. Several people have done popped in. So welcome everybody in the chat room. Let's see, we've got, you haven't met Eric. This is Eric. This is my wife, Teresa. So,
Hi, good to meet you.
Also, folks, if you're watching our show for the first time, I'm Mike, Mr. Cast Iron. Some of them call me Skillet Head. So we appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching the replay, we appreciate you being here as well. With that being said, looks like we got Kent Daddy Dutch with us, Mark and Rosa up in Maine, Papa Texas down in where? Nowhere else but Tejas. And let's see who else we got going here. Dutchy from United Kingdom. So good to have Steve with us. And there'll be other ones. There's old Sal, Root Boy down in Florida. So we got them popping in from all around the country and around the world as well. There's a new one I don't know, CJ Wellgo. Says, hi, Eric. So good to have you with us. So also Samantha Lewis, a friend of ours, popped in. So good to have Samantha. And let's go ahead and kind of get started. Eric, if you don't mind, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure, will do. First, before we start, I really appreciate you giving the opportunity to talk to everyone and spread this whole YouTube thing. I'm Eric with Eric's BBQ and More. I'm originally from Louisville, Kentucky. I live in Clarkson, Kentucky now. I just moved about a year ago, and I live on a lake, and I feature that in my videos as much as I possibly can. To me, cooking outside, grilling outside, smoking outside, doing anything outside is kind of my go-to thing. So
yeah, that's where it's at, isn't it?
Yep, that's right.
Well, good deal. Well, we appreciate that. Looks like Lana Pinch of Cooking's popped in. A friend of ours here in our town, local town, John Greer's here. So good to have John. And so anyway, guys, you guys know the routine here on our show. It's pretty standard. If you have any questions, one of our moderators will be in. Papa Texas is a moderator for us as well, but I'm figuring Stephen and Jacqueline will be in a little bit. But anyway, if you have any questions, be sure and pop those up here in the chat room, and we'll try to get them up on the screen for Eric. So, well, listen, let's go ahead and dive into this if you're ready.
Sure.
What prompted you to get started doing YouTube?
Well, when YouTube came out, it was just a place of entertainment to watch videos. I had started going to YouTube to learn how to do things, to look at tasks like, a brake job on a F-150. I'd watch a YouTube video to say, is this something I can tackle myself, or should I be paying 10 times this to a mechanic? So I'd always, do a little research, watch YouTube videos. And then when I started getting into barbecue, I originally had like a charbroil smoker, and I'd bought an Old Country Pecos, and I did a little research on that specific smoker, and I didn't see a ton of videos, and I thought, this might be an opportunity to kind of start a channel, a barbecue channel. And I had been watching a lot of different barbecue channels just to kind of learn what it was all about. And I thought I would start posting my own videos, and the Eric's Barbecue and More. The and More of Eric's Barbecue is things outside of barbecue. So whether it's repairing a Mercury motor on a pontoon boat, or showing somebody a tool review or things like that. And so it's been a nice mix to be able to show barbecue, and also to show a little bit of just fixing things. The well, we can probably get into my most popular video, but later. But
okay. Sal says no, air fryer's where it's at. Have you got an air fryer, Eric?
well, we did have one. I don't know. I don't get. I guess we didn't have a really good one. I guess because it just seemed like to me you'd spend more time cleaning the damn thing than you would cooking on it. So we used it twice to make some fried potatoes, and we chucked it. So I don't know. Maybe I just don't have the right one.
Yeah.
And you really can't do that outdoors. So I like to cook outdoors. I try to stay out of the kitchen.
Yeah, that's true. Billy with Strong's Adventures popped in, good friend of ours down in Louisiana. But no, that's a running joke here in on our show about air fryers. Everybody usually picks on us about it because Teresa wanted one. I'll just kind of tell you the story. Teresa wanted one. She didn't have one. Everybody was picking on me about getting her one. Well, another friend of ours, YouTube channel, you may be subscribed to him or not, I don't know, but Mac with Small Town Texas Barbecue felt sorry for her, so he ordered one on Amazon and sent it to her while her birthday was coming up. And I ordered one for her birthday. So we had 2 air fryers show up within a day of each other.
That's
so
great.
She ended up with 2 different styles of air fryers. So it's kind of a running joke.
I cooked with it today.
Yeah.
Did you?
I really did.
Was that the first cook?
No,
we've done several things, but we did asparagus wrapped with bacon. Was what was our shake? Uncle
Steve's Gator Shake. Man,
Shake.
I'm gonna tell you what, dude, you could put a piece of that on top of your head and your tongue and slap your brains out trying to get to it. It was so good. Now that's how good that was. You can believe that, trust me. But yeah, it was pretty good. So but anyway, so how long you been doing YouTube now? You mentioned how you got started and everything, but how long have you actually been doing it?
Oh well, I had to look it up, so I looked at my first. I mean, I've got videos that go back before the barbecue days, way back, but there weren't any like actual barbecue videos. So when I actually started Eric's Barbecue and More, was 2018, April 1st.
Yeah. Okay.
April 1st.
Yeah. Well, yeah, cool. Well, I like to usually show everyone's channel if you don't mind. I forgot to ask you that in the back room earlier, but if you don't mind, I'd like to pull your channel up and show everyone here.
No, I definitely don't want anybody to see that. No.
Okay, well, we better pass then.
That's what this was all about, right?
Yeah, that's right. Papa Texas said, yeah, Gator Shake is awesome, no doubt. And
I've got to try that stuff. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it.
Yeah. We're going to have, I'm going to interview Papa next Sunday night. And he kind of let the cat out of the bag the other day on one of his videos, but it's no surprise. We're going to have a giveaway. So everyone needs to be here next Sunday night because we're going to have a special word that we're going to have you put in the chat room. And then I'll do a drawing and we're going to try to give a little bit of Uncle Steve's away. We were going to try to have Steve on and it may turn out to where he's not able to make it. So, but anyway, the show must go on. So we're going to continue to.
There's Karen.
Yeah. In the kitchen with Karen over on the Gold Coast of California is with us, our good friend. She said,
she's giving us a
tip
in the air fryer.
She says you can buy pre-cut parchment paper sheets for your air fryer that makes cleanup a breeze. There you go, Eric. There's no excuse now. Karen has done put you on the spot.
I guess I can use an extension cord to get it outside.
You can plug it in outside.
That's what friends are for. That's the way they are in here. They'll pick on you a little bit in this show, no doubt about it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and try to share my screen here and show your channel real quick. Let's see if we can. Let's see. I always forget what I'm doing when I do this.
You do.
I got to
Hey, there it is.
There we go. So Eric's Barbecue and More. I like that background, man. That's pretty. Is that the lake that you were on where you were cooking?
Yep, that's the view. If you're standing on my dock, that's the view you get. That's the morning sunrise. We don't get that in the evening, but
wow,
that's nice.
That is. That's a great idea too, man. Having that as your banner.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Let me click on to the about section here. It says
he's got over 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
1,009.
1,009.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at him
Yeah.
rock and roll. It's
Just
going.
recently, just recently I hit the 1,000 mark, so it's been pretty
Yeah.
exciting.
I know, I did too back in July, and it's pretty
That's
exciting
neat.
to reach that milestone. You know.
I like his logo too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good.
Says
Amazing
barbecue.
myself.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So I've got
Looks
I've got a CAD background, and I
Oh.
took AutoCAD and I drew a pig and imported that into a PDF viewer or a Bluebeam PDF thing, and then created the logo.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Are
it's not as good as it could be if somebody professional did it.
Yeah.
Looks pretty
Yeah,
good.
it is
Yeah.
cool. So are you into drafting or what?
Yeah, so I'm a designer by trade. I work for a company that builds stadiums.
Cool.
So we build them all over the nation, and I'm the engineering manager at that company.
Yeah,
Wow.
cool.
That's neat.
Well,
Yeah.
when you said CAD, it kind of perked me up a little bit. I've got a brother that lives in Plano, Texas, and he's an engineer. He's designed several runways at DFW Airport, some down at Love Field, and several in Phoenix, Arizona, some in St. Louis, and everything.
Well, in
So,
China.
yeah, he did. They designed. As
He
a matter
did.
of fact, the crazy thing they took and pushed a couple mountains off into a ocean, or not ocean, but a lake in Hong Kong, and
Oh, wow.
created a runway over there. He worked on that project for several years.
That's
and,
cool.
lived in Hong Kong for a couple years, or gosh, I don't even remember how long, 3 or 4 years maybe.
Well,
They worked on that project a while.
I started out in wastewater treatment plants, and I built things like stairs, and I built a spiral staircase that no one will ever see, to go into stadiums where you build things that everyone sees. So it's been a nice transition.
That's
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah.
That is.
Let's see. Let me get back here.
You were reading his about, weren't you?
Yeah, it was when I got to talking about CAD and everything. And barbecue is my main focus, but I also do and more videos of other things I'm interested in sharing, working on my boat, woodworking, tool reviews, and more. So
There you go.
Is about section.
Short and sweet.
So, do you know what your most popular video is by chance?
Yes. It is the repair video of my Mercury Optimax, a motor.
47,000 views. Wow.
Yeah.
That
So
off, didn't it?
I actually didn't have the watch. The watch hours was not a problem for me. I had watch hours. I had 8,000 watch hours, but I just couldn't get the subscribers. So once I hit that subscriber number, I was good, golden.
You're right.
Yeah.
That video and then the Smoker Mods video were my top two. So I was kind of glad that I've got an and more video, which is nothing to do with smoking, and then a smoker modification video, which are my top two. So it kind of describes my channel a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, talking about the watch hours and everything, generally speaking, everyone gets the subscribers before they do the hours. They usually have more trouble getting the hours than anything.
Yeah, those videos really have carried the channel as far as the watch hours go. The Optimax video, basically it was a fuel issue, and I decided to take it apart, and I discovered it was like a $20 part, and that would have cost probably $800 to take it to a dealer and have it fixed. Yeah. So it did it myself, and had a eureka moment where it started and kept running and everything, and it's running today. So I was on it today.
Yeah, that's always a good thing when it keeps running, isn't it? Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, tell us about that Pecos smoker I seen there in the videos there that when we were just looking at them a minute ago on your back page there.
Well, I started off with charbroil, so that's a very inexpensive $100 smoker, and I modified one of those out. This was before YouTube, and so that kind of got me into modifying smokers. So when I bought the Pecos, it's from Old Country. I bought it from Academy Sports, and it was a manager special. It was normally like $450 or $400, and they gave me it half off because I had a little bit of rust on it. I mean, it had a lot of rust on it, let's be honest. Yeah. But so I knocked the rust off, painted it, fixed a few little minor things on it, and so I got a $200 smoker, and it's a it's a pretty good smoker. It's not the best smoker as far as like the thickness of the metal and that kind of thing. And I've done things like adding tuning plates in it, and my videos are trying to more teach people how to use that specific smoker, and the modifications I've done to it, and teaching them how to use those mods. The biggest mod, the most popular one that I did was I call it the water box mod.
Yeah.
Where you basically added a drain to it with a shutoff, and that allows me to fill the bottom of it with water, and it'll boil water while it's smoking, so you have moisture in your cook.
Steam,
yeah. And I noticed a lot of the more expensive cookers used that method as far as having a large amount of water that could boil off and give moisture to your smoke. And I found that mod works pretty darn well.
Yeah. CJ Wellgo, I guess I'm saying that right. I'm not sure. But anyway, says Eric has some great videos, very informative. So no doubt about that.
Well, thank you for watching.
Looks like my old buddy Grumpy Gringo has popped in. So good to have Grumpy Old Gringo Sr. with us. Who else have I missed here? Little Eric, our little buddy down in Trinidad, the island of Trinidad. So good to have our little buddy with us.
Tell him about Eric.
Eric has a little cooking show. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that or not, Eric.
So we got 2 Erics here.
You are, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I'm subscribed to little Eric.
Oh, yeah. He's cool, man. That's my little buddy.
2 Erics, yeah.
2 Erics, no doubt about it.
Oh, there's a lot of Erics in the barbecue world.
Yeah.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
Jamie Mack is a chef over in Scotland. Good to have Jamie with us. Friend of ours we interviewed a good while back. Dutchie's with us. Dutchie Cooking from England. Says going to try and tune in next week with Papa, but it's our holiday weekend and I will be away. Okay. Well, Dutchie, we certainly always welcome you here and look forward to you watching our replays if you can't make it. I know the time difference there's 6 hours difference between us and Dutchie, so it's already midnight over there where he's at, I guess. So who else did we miss here?
It looks like my aunt is in here. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, you better walk the line then. Barbecue Shack has showed up, so good to have you, buddy.
Where's his aunt?
Stephen and Jacqueline. Our other moderator here, Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline. He's down in Trinidad as well, so I always appreciate Stephen, man. He's such a great dude. He has been helping us almost since the start of this thing, and that's there's
so
just
thankful for
we are so thankful. There's so much that we are thankful for. I wished I could send him a bunch more stuff. I guess I'll let the cat out of the bag. Then we're going to try to get something down to him one of these days here for long. Who did I miss?
Well, he said, who's your aunt?
Oh, so it's my Aunt Connie, Constance Phelps.
I hadn't made it down that far yet. I had to back way up because we were in the back office looking at his channel. I don't see. Oh, Constance Phelps. There we go, right there.
There you go.
Oh, hi, nephew.
Hello,
Aunt Connie.
Hello, Miss Constance. Good to have you with us here. So, guys, just once again, real quick, I can't believe we're already 19 minutes into this, but we've got Eric from Eric's Barbecue and More. If you've not yet been to his channel, be sure and go check his channel out. Steven's got his link here for his YouTube channel. Be sure and go check it out. Watch his videos. Give him a thumbs up. Leave him a comment. If you're not yet subscribed to his channel, be sure and hit that subscribe button, and I know he'll certainly appreciate that. Tell him you see him on Mr. Cast Iron's channel. Likewise, guys, if you're not yet giving us a thumbs up on this video, we'd ask that you go ahead and hit a thumbs up. A friend of ours, looks like Stephanie from Ginger Snap Kitchen has popped in. So, man, we got a whole group of people here. But anyway, I just want to take a quick minute. And I'm surprised no one has asked me about the banner that I have up. Usually I use the American flag, or if I know a little more about our guest, some personal thing, whether it's a football color or whatever. I mean, different things. I try to, make our banner according to that. But tonight we've got a banner that I created this afternoon. A good friend of mine called me yesterday morning, and we talked for about 2 hours on the telephone. Many of you know him. You may not know what's going on, but Lee with Smoking Bears has been having some issues, and he ended up going to the doctor, and they found melanoma cancer. They found a lump under his arm and also a ping pong ball sized tumor in his brain. And so Lee called and talked to me for a good while. We kind of laughed and kind of cried a little bit, prayed together, and talked about some things. And I was on his live show this morning. I was wore out. I passed out, and Teresa told everybody in his chat room I was snoring. But anyway, Lee's he's got good spirits about it. He goes in to get ready to start treatment. And so I want to run this banner. We're going to stand with Lee in fighting cancer and in fighting this melanoma. So if you're praying people, I don't talk much about politics or religion on here very often, but if you believe in the power of prayer or good thoughts or whatever you want to call it, keep Lee in your prayers, and we're going to certainly stand with him. And so that's the reason for this banner. I'm going to be running this banner for many weeks until I know how it goes with Lee. So I'll be mentioning this probably every Sunday night. So anyway, we appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you listening to me here. And just keep Lee and the Cubs all in your prayers. The girls are he's got a wife and three girls, and so just keep them close to your thoughts and prayers. Okay. Looks like our buddy down in Texas, grilling and chilling with Coleman's here. So good to have Coleman with us. Who else did I miss? We mentioned Stephen, Miss Constant. Teresa, you're not keeping.
Aunt Connie.
Aunt Connie.
She's been giving out his YouTube.
Has she?
Said, yes.
Yeah.
She's helped me get those subscribers. That's right.
Man, thanks
That's right.
Man, we all need an Aunt Connie, I can tell you,
Absolutely. If you only knew.
Look at her. She's just jumping right in there.
I love it. You come back all the time, please. We love you already.
And she's got family in Texas.
That's right. Good deal. So,
Teach a Man to
there's
Fish.
old Matt popping in, Teach a Man to Fish. We've got him nailed down. Matter of fact, if you guys don't mind, while we're kind of doing the PSA here for Lee, talking about that, I'd like to also kind of just give you a quick rundown of our upcoming shows so you guys are aware of that. Give me just a second here, Eric, and I want to share this if I can. Let's see here. All right, here we go. So next Sunday night, we're going to have Mr. Papa Texas with us. We've been looking forward to nailing him down for a good while. We got him penciled in, ready to go for next Sunday night. Ronnie with Southern Food Junkies is going to be on the 5th of September. Louis Juarez Cast Iron Cooking is going to be on the 12th. Stephen Strawn with Cast Iron Cookware on the 19th. Possibly no show on the 26th. My son in Iowa is supposed to be getting married. So as long as COVID doesn't shut everything down, and that's the reason why I put possibly no show. Teresa and I are going to try to go to the wedding. I got GT, Mr. Gary from GT's Barbecue, going to be on October the 3rd. Helga's from Pennsylvania Cooking on the 10th. Jim's Kitchen on the 17th. And then we have Matt with Teach a Man to Fish on the 24th. Halloween night, October the 31st, is open. So if anyone would like to be on that, be sure and just shoot me an email. Or if you know someone that you would suggest me to reach out to, I'll be happy to do that. Grumpus on Fire on November the 7th. And then I've got Josh with the Cooking Cop and Babe on the 14th penciled in right now. So that's kind of the rundown that we have. So we appreciate everyone there. And like I said, if you know someone that would be willing to fill in on the on Halloween night, we may do that. I've got a couple people in mind, but I don't know if it'll work out or not. But anyway, where are we at, baby? Tony Fortune. So good to have Mr. Tony with us. Says, thanks for all you do, Mr. Cast Iron, Mrs. Cast Iron. We'll certainly appreciate you, sir. It's our pleasure.
Thank you. We love it.
we enjoy this. Looking forward to it. So anyway, I'll quit rambling on here. It's not about me. It's all about Eric tonight. So out of your library of videos there that we were kind of just looking at in your back office there on your YouTube channel, what's one of your favorite videos that you created?
Let's see. My favorite one. Actually, the one I just recently did. I did a smoked ribs video where I featured something I saw on TikTok actually, which was smoked cream cheese, and we also did Moscow mules. And I did it with a buddy of mine was visiting, and he was the one that brought the Moscow mules, and which is a drink. And then I thought about the cream cheese thing, and then we were just smoking dinner. And I said, hey, let's shoot a video, and just had a really good time because, whenever you have friends that are kind of into it. And then I let him do a taste test live, not really live, but for the video. So I think it's always kind of nice to have somebody who's not normally on your channel do things like that. So we had a really good time making that video.
Yeah, I was trying to get my stepson to come in here and be live with us a while ago, and he wouldn't do that. But anyway, so yeah, it's
hey,
good.
Before we go any further, with my Aunt Connie being in the chat, she made this shirt for me.
Hey,
it says, "That's what I do. I smoke meat, and I know things.
And I know things. I like that, man."
So I just remembered
made that for you.
Yeah, she did. She does all kinds of neat stuff. She's very creative. She's an artist. She used to be a clown, like a real clown, like a professional paid clown. And she had me do clown gigs with her occasionally, like a couple times a year.
I could see that.
It was a really good time. Yeah, I was Klutzo and she was Konzo. So we had a great time.
Dude, you got a gold mine there, man. You need to get Miss Connie making merch for you, and you can start putting your merch in your...
that's true. The sticker thing, I didn't even think about reaching out to her about that.
Oh, yeah. And them shirts, people would buy it, man.
I love that shirt.
We're talking about that. We're looking at getting some things going for Mr. Cast Iron. Of course, we love our shirts. We got some other...
I got a different one.
I've got an apron that says Mr. Cast Iron, and we're talking about different things, but, we're looking at doing that. So I don't know if anybody they might want to take a skillet head and throw it against the wall or something.
A dartboard.
Yeah, take our sticker and throw it against the wall. Papa the other day, he shouted me out there and put it on his sticker board. But matter of fact, we've got a sticker board here and
kind of sorta.
But we're here in the man cave, and we try to get stickers when we can. So it's just kind of a neat thing for the cooking community to share.
Does
stickers.
Eric have a sticker?
Eric doesn't have a sticker.
No, I don't currently, but Aunt Connie has already said let's do it.
She's already
do it soon.
Yeah, she's saying let's do it. She's already penciling it in. She's already got your logo down. She's ready to go. So
that's right.
That'd be a great sticker. Yes.
Let's see. Coleman's got to pick on me a little bit here. My buddy down in Tejas says, "Don't be afraid to pinch Mike if he starts nodding off tonight." So
no, he won't tonight. He took a nap.
Yeah, I had a nap today because I needed it. But anyway,
he can't keep up with me. So
yeah, that's what it is. Well, she put something, I guess, off in that asparagus that she cooked in that air fryer.
Yeah.
And next thing I know, I find myself on the couch, and I heard her say somebody on the phone she was talking to. Well, he's in there snoring. I'll tell him when he wakes up. So I don't know if she was talking to me. Anyway, that's cool. But what was some of the hardest things to record? What was one of the videos that you had the most trouble making?
Let me think. I'd say definitely the most difficult one I did, I decided to dabble in stop motion. I don't know if you've ever done a stop motion film or a video that had stop motion in it, but I did my meatloaf video. If everybody could check that one out because it took so much time to make. Yeah. And to just do 1 minute of stop motion takes so much time to cut and paste. Yeah. And it's but it was a lot of fun, but it was a very time consuming thing. And once you get into it, you can't stop because you shot all this stuff and you really want to do it. But I, like mixing the meat in the bowl, I did stop motion on that. So it kind of looks like the meat's just mixing itself. And then like moving utensils and you basically shoot everything. And then you mix it a little bit, you pull your hands away, you mix it some more, you pull your hands away. And so any shot that has your hands in it, you cut that part out, and then that's how you make it look animated. Yeah. I'm sure there's probably better, easier software to use, but I use free stuff, so I don't know if there is, but it was a lot of fun to make, but very time consuming and difficult.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can pull that up. I don't know if I can show this or not.
Say, what are you doing?
Well, you know, Coleman's already warned you. I may get off out in left field here.
Oh,
So,
you do. You do.
You got to watch me, Eric. You never know. That's why I warned you when we were talking earlier.
I'm excited to be a part of it, whatever it is.
Oh, boy.
Let's see here. I want to get back to that. If I can get to the mixture part, I want to show what people are talking about. Or
can they see this, what you're doing right now?
I'm fixing to show them, yeah. Let's see here.
You're getting fancy on us, I guess.
Yeah, I may be a high-tech redneck. Who knows? But let's see if I can show this here.
We're on an ad.
Skip an ad here. We got ads.
There it is.
Okay, so there you go.
They're going through the ingredients.
I don't know if the volume, if we have reverb or any feedback, let me know. Is it feedback, Eric?
Don't hear it.
Is it showing the video for them?
Yeah, we do see the video.
Is there any feedback? Or is there any sound?
There's no sound, but you really, for the stop motion, you won't need it. I think I just put music to it. Okay. But it should start shortly. And my creative director is Amy, my wife, and so she gave me the nice plate and clear bowls and everything to try to make it look presentable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going through the ingredients right here, but it should start mixing here in a little bit. Do you know Dash with SDS Barbecue?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I did a little shout out to him when I said a dash or something. So there you go. There's stop motion. So you see the ingredients are being put into the bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the plates are moving.
Yeah. That takes a lot of work, doesn't it?
That took a lot of time, and now I'm mixing it.
Yeah. I've watched Dutchie do that before. I think Dutchie Cooking does that, and some of the other. I think Karen has done it a little bit, but anyway, so that's pretty interesting.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I did a couple of them in that video. I can't even remember what else, but that was the most time-consuming part. Plus, you're dealing with, your hands are full of meat and stuff. So you got to wash hands and try to deal with equipment and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. I don't know that I'm that high tech of a redneck. I don't know if I can do that. I get all tongue tied there and messed up. I'd be having stuff upside down and in the floor and everywhere probably. But
yeah, anyway. You could do it. You could do it.
Oh, let's see here. My comments have. Let's see. Stop motion so cool, but very time consuming.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Michael Andrews has popped in. So how are you, Mr. Michael? Good to have you with us, buddy. Where else? Yeah, Papa, there was no sound. I know what it is. I wasn't prepared to do this. There is an option in StreamYard where I could have the sound for the video, the audio, and I just didn't have it ticked. And I couldn't find it while I was trying to talk to him and do it too. So I need to do that from now on if I share videos. So my bad, folks,
It was great. I appreciate you showing it. I mean, the more important thing on that one really was the actual stop motion part, which I think I just put some, copyright free music on the background of it. So,
yeah. Steve said he's not done it to that level. I know I've seen him do that before, but not to that level. And I think Jamie Mack, of course, he's in here too. He's an actual chef in Scotland, and he does something similar to that from time to time, different angles, different positionings of video from time to time.
That's great.
But
I have a lot of respect for anybody who does stop motion.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, listen, let me ask you a question now. Are you doing shorts?
No, that's something actually when you were interviewing, what's her name last week? You were interviewing
Wendy.
Who I now subscribe to her channel and she subscribed to mine, and we've commented on each other's videos. But she you had asked her that question, and I'd never really thought about doing shorts. I do have a TikTok, and I've done, I guess, shorts on that, and I could just take my TikTok stuff and put it on YouTube. So I'm looking to do that, because I think there might be something to that, driving people to your content.
Yeah. The only thing that, I mean, I don't do that, but I know cross posting like that, and some of the others here in the chat room could probably speak more to that. But the different sizings of the videos, you just need to be sure and know what the dimensions are for each platform.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah,
I've run into that with Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't know why they have to make it so difficult, but
Yeah.
No, I found now recently TikTok allows you to do things landscape, which they hadn't done before. So that's kind of helping a little bit with some of the creators.
Yeah.
But I like, I really found a lot of Facebook has driven a lot of content or subscribers to my channel, just by getting into different groups and then chatting and helping people out. And then you mention your channel to them, and then next thing you know, they're a subscriber. So it's a little bit of work, but it's a lot of fun too. You get to meet the community and talk to them a little more than you do on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have the ability here to stream to several other platforms, and Teresa and I have been kicking around adding Facebook to our live stream. I know many people that do. I watch a lot of people. Owen video. I don't know if you know Owen or not. Owen's battling cancer as well. He's a great dude. I watch Owen quite a bit, and but anyway, he can teach you a lot of that. Owen video is the name of his channel. But we're considering that. Can you get me
some coffee?
Warm up, please. So we're kind of looking at that. I need to test drive it, and see how it goes, because I'd hate to, get started doing that and everything crash on me. But that's just part of live video, man.
Sure.
Have you considered doing any lives, or do you do lives? Let me ask you that first.
So I just hit the 1,000, which allowed me to do them. I don't think I was able to do them before, but I decided I was actually out at we have a deer camp, basically a farm for deer, just to attract deer so we can hunt them in the fall.
Right.
And I was on a old Ford blue tractor cutting the grass, and
I've seen that.
In the middle of the woods, and I thought, I wonder if I can go live on this thing. And so I just did it, and it was pretty cool. I mean, instantly connected to the community, I guess. And even though the content wasn't that great, I just tested it out. I've actually left it up on my channel. I guess I probably ought to delete it, but it doesn't really fit with what I was doing. But it's kind of cool to see an old Ford diesel running through the field.
Ford 4000, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Papa says YouTube's going to start paying people for shorts, even if they aren't monetized. So I know they sent out an email the other day that they're looking to do that, and they're picking so many channels. If you've had so much, they'll pick you, and they're paying anywhere from correct me if I'm wrong, Papa, I think it's $100 to up to $10,000, I think, or something like that, wasn't it? I forget, or maybe it's $1,000, $100 to $1,000. I forget exactly, but
wow.
Anyway, let's see here. While I'm thinking about it, folks, we got Eric from Eric's Barbecue and More with us tonight, and he's our guest. If you've not yet been to his channel, be sure and go check his channel out, watch some of his videos, give him a thumbs up, leave him a comment, tell him you've seen him on Mr. Cast Iron's channel. And if you're not yet subscribed, if you like what he's doing, be sure and hit that subscribe button. I know he'll certainly appreciate that. Likewise, if you've not yet hit a thumbs up for us, we'd appreciate that. That helps us. Looks like Big Lou and other things I want to do is in the house with us tonight. So that's good to have my buddy Big Lou down in Louisiana. So
he's practically a celebrity, Big Lou.
Oh yeah, man,
he's big time.
I mean, I'm honored to have him in here with
me.
Yeah, we interviewed him a good while back. He's a lot of fun. We pick on him from time to time, and he's got big shoulders. He'll pick back. So we enjoy that. But guys in the chat room,
look at all these people.
What?
Lots of people saying they just subscribed.
Stephanie says she just subscribed.
Thank you.
Who else?
Someone else did.
Dutchie just subscribed. So Papa says, hit that thumbs up, boys and girls. It certainly helps us. We appreciate that. Have you got any, of course, certainly you've just reached a milestone that a lot of smaller channels, are striving for. I know I was at that time, and I've reached that as well. But do you, now that you're there, do you have any other short-term, maybe possibly even long-term goals that you're looking to achieve on your channel?
Well, yeah, I mean, I had been working so hard just to get to that 1,000, and was trying to do it as quickly as possible. And now that I've hit it, and it's like, okay, well, now what can I do with it? I think growing the channel, spreading the knowledge that I've gotten over the years with smoking has been important, but I'm not
sorry,
sure.
Man. I got sidetracked. Yeah. We're all wearing boots around here, Lou.
Well, isn't he like a 30K subscriber guy or something like that? He's
10.
big.
I think he's 10,000 if I remember
10.
right.
Well, that's still
Oh,
yeah.
I think it's up there.
Now Papa's got about 30, I think. But
yeah,
Papa
both.
Texas,
them Texas guys. See, I strive to be a Texas guy. Everything I do is Texas style. I mean, I can't help it. They know what they're doing.
I mean, Karen.
Finish his story.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You didn't let him finish.
I can't remember the question now.
I forgot what y'all were talking about.
Achieving goals.
The short term. Yeah. So I guess short term. I think the next probably 5,000, then 10,000. I'd like to get up there. I think I'm making about $30 a month or something like that with YouTube now, and that mainly is the view count, I think, and so I'm a Prime member of YouTube, and I have been for many years. So I think getting some back to pay for that Prime membership, I think it's kind of cool now.
Really. That's right. While I'm thinking about, Karen put a comment in here, and I forgot to mention that. I wanted to address that because you asked a question. She says you can totally still do live streams if you're under 1K. You just need to use StreamYard or another platform or other than YouTube, and that's true. You can use a platform like this, like StreamYard or Restream or OBS or something like that. But you can also go live on a desktop if you're under 1,000 subscribers, but you just can't go live on a mobile phone if you're under 1,000.
Okay.
So once you reach 1,000, then it turns on your community tab where you're able to put post on your channel. And also you can certainly live stream from your mobile phone, and it opens up monetization. If you have an AdSense account, you can do that. And there's just so much more that, it opens up. What is it?
Texas. He only has 25,000.
Only 25,000. Yeah.
Only 20, not 30. My bad. I rounded up.
Yeah, you guys all need to be back next week. We're going to pick on Papa Texas. I mean, we're going to pick on him like a scab on a sore.
Goodness.
No, we love him. We love everyone. We love his whole community, man. That's one great thing about it. Talking about that, Eric, that's we got people anywhere from 0 to on up to probably 100,000 subscribers that pop in from time to time. Some of them, I think. Eric with Cast Iron Chaos was probably, I think he had the most so far, 49,000 or something like that. I forget, 35,000. I forget. It's just, I don't really look at that when we do interviews. Sure. We're looking just to really introduce our guest and people that follow us to new channels. The smaller channels, we want to certainly try to help them pump up. And that helps a lot, and it just helps grow the community, because this is one of the greatest community, in my opinion. I don't know how you feel about it, but the cooking community on YouTube is pretty close knit and pretty good bunch of people, except for a few of them here in the chat room.
No, absolutely. I agree. When I first started out, searching for YouTubers, SDS Barbecue, Dutch. was the first one I watched, and I started watching his live every Wednesday, and then I met Dead Broke Barbecue Ricer, Jeff, and he's really helped get me past that 1,000 mark, watching his shows on Sundays, and then now I'm watching your guys' show, and then my new favorite, and he has like just climbed. He's up over 60,000 now. Is Chud with Chud's Barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if any of y'all have checked him out, but his delivery style is one of the best on YouTube.
Wow, cool. I'm subscribed to him, but I haven't really watched. Is he doing lives? I'm not even sure.
No, I don't. Well, no, he does do some lives. They're more of a like 11 o'clock at night when he's had a few, throw the live up, kind of thing. So they can be pretty good time. And he's big on Instagram, I think, with the live they have there. But not to just randomly plug a channel, but I've just really been entertained with Chud and his content. He's one of these guys that he's a he's not a educated chef. I don't think he has like a degree trained. There, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah. But he's learned from doing and from working in the trade, and he has butcher skills, and he shows how to make sausage and things that are way outside my knowledge. So I recommend Chud's if you're looking for a channel to start watching.
How are you spelling that?
CHUD.
Okay, just like it sounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Chud Barbecue.
Yeah, we like to hear about.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. We like to hear about other channels.
Yeah, because I do try to keep my pipeline full. If you've seen, what we've got lined up, and I'm always looking to, reach out to new people and get them set up so we can get in here and get to know a little bit more about everyone, because, that has really always been my motivation for this. We get to watch the recipe that you're creating, and that's great. I mean, we learn a lot of things, and, we see different techniques and tricks, and we pick up little tips and tricks here and there. But we really don't get to know that person that's actually creating it. And that has always been my motivation for this. And certainly, it doesn't matter. I know Mark's showing in here that he's only got 9 subscribers, and he doesn't even have a channel.
I think I'm one of his subscribers.
One of his subscribers. And then Grumpy Old Gringo said he's got 51. So, these guys don't even have a channel, but they have subscribers. But our motivation's always been, it doesn't matter if you have 1 subscriber or 100,000. We would like to get to know you personally and get to know a little bit more about the backstory of that person's channel and the type of things they do. So,
like Karen said,
what'd she say? Cooking community on YouTube is the best. No drama. Yeah.
A
lot of fun.
I agree with that. Yeah. It is.
I forgot to say goodnight to Dutchie. Good night, Steve. We appreciate you, man. We'll be in touch. Take care. How do you come up? You talked earlier about TikTok and the trends that's going on with the smoked cream cheese. I've been seeing a lot of people do that. Matter of fact, I mentioned Gary of GTS Barbecue that's going to be on with us here before long. He just recently did a smoked cream cheese, and I know a lot of people are doing that. But how do you come up with the type of recipes that you decide that you want to record? Is it something that you see on YouTube other people doing, or is it a recipe book that you like to use, or was it something you grew up doing, your mom or your grandma or Aunt Connie or somebody shared with you, or how do you come up with that?
Well, I mean, really, when I look at the videos I've done, recipe wise, the meatloaf video was probably the one that had an actual recipe that I followed. A lot of them are just, I'm all about the main course, the meat, and the sides are kind of an afterthought usually. And I do things Texas style. So I've watched a lot of Texas barbecue being made, and really, I mean, if it's salt, pepper, and garlic, what else do you need? So my recipes are not very in depth. I haven't really gotten into making rubs or barbecue sauces or anything like that, because I just feel like there's enough out there you can purchase that fits the bill.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I'm not one to create a lot of recipes or to even go there. Now I've been watching some of these the channels that I've subscribed to after watching your channel, and there's a lot of dessert dessert folks. And I think I'd like to kind of get out of the outside and maybe get into the kitchen and do some of those desserts. They look really good and easy and quick, which is what really impressed me.
Yeah. Skip's popped in, so good to have Skip with us. Yeah, I hear you, man. I mean, there's so much that you can learn from so many different people. Mr. Michael says he's going to be back. He's got to run or something, I guess. But anyway, guys, once again, like I said, we've got Eric with us tonight. It's 50 minutes into the show. If you've not yet been to his channel, be sure and go check that out and tell him you've seen him on Mr. Cast Iron. Also, just for the new folks that's popped in, because we have people pop in at all times of the show. I'm Mr. Cast Iron. It's my wife, Teresa. Some people call me Skillet Head. We've got a great guy with us tonight. And the backdrop on my show tonight is for a friend of ours that's in the cooking community that recently was diagnosed with melanoma cancer. They found a lump under his arm and also a ping pong ball size tumor in his brain. He's getting ready to go in and have some things. Many of you know him as Smoking Bears. Lee with Smoking Bears channel, him and his bear cubs. We talked to Lee yesterday for a couple hours and kind of laughed, cut up and prayed a little bit with him. And but he's in good spirits. He's going in this week to get some treatment started. So we're going to run this banner for a good while. Tonight's the first night we put it up. I asked his approval to do so. And he may pop in here in a little bit. You never know. But anyway, he approved us to do this. So we're going to run this backdrop and this banner for several weeks now. We're going to stand with Lee. If you're praying people or you have good thoughts or whatever you want to call it, be sure and keep Lee lifted up in your prayers, him and his wife and 3 daughters. And so anyway,
going up there.
What did I miss?
Up here. Right there.
Eric's mom is the best cook. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's usually one of our questions. I appreciate Miss Connie telling us that and reminding me of that. But how did you get started cooking and what were your earliest memories of cooking?
Well, I guess the first thing Mom taught me to cook, we had a competition at work, and it was a dessert competition. And she had me. She helped me. I'm sorry. Make what's it called? It's called a wedding cake. I can't think of the name of it. It's a layered cake. Something wedding cake. My Aunt Connie probably can put it in there. But pretty complex. And if she hadn't have been over my shoulder, literally telling me what to do, I would never have been able to do it. But I did make it myself, and I won the dessert competition with it. So, so she is a very good cook. But she's an indoor cook. I'm an outdoor cook. So I do meats outside, and sides are barbecue beans. So there you go, Italian cream cheese.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe
that's the one.
Good.
Yeah. I don't know why I called it wedding cake.
Have her come over. Y'all could do it together.
You could collab together. You guys could dress up in your clown suit and do that.
Oh yeah.
No, that's Aunt Connie.
That's Aunt Connie, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I know she
Aunt
put
Connie
it.
too.
Okay, not his mom, right? All right, good deal. How do you record your videos, man?
Actually, I got the beast right here. So
there we go.
For those of you who want to get into YouTube cheap, this is maybe not the way to do it, because it is cheap, but there's no screen. This is a GoPro Hero session, and I liked it for the action part. We live on a lake, we have a boat, and we do a lot of wake surfing and wakeboarding and things like that. And so I originally bought this to shoot that kind of thing, that kind of content. So one thing great about it is you don't have to worry about weather. You can shoot it in the rain. You don't have to worry about it. So it's great for trips and things like that. But it doesn't have a viewfinder, and a lot of my early videos, you'll see I had to do some creative editing because my head was chopped off, and but you gotta edit what you've got. You can't go back. Go back.
Teresa does that to me all the time. Anyway, she cuts me off with the head, but no, I'm just teasing.
Now recently I got an iPhone 12 actually within the last month, and I've been shooting on this, and this is great. I can actually edit on here as well. Everything but like voiceovers and with iMovie. And I've been able to I've gone on a couple of business trips where I edited my video on the airplane on that phone, which is pretty cool. So
yeah, it is.
That's been a game changer for me.
Yeah. I do most everything I do on my phone. I do all my recording on it, but I mean my editing. I do some here on the desktop when I get home of evening, but a lot of times I'll do that, while I'm at work. If I have time, I can kind of do some cutting, splicing or whatever, and then I come back and finish it up. But anyway, Jeff with the Gypsy and Vanilla Grill has popped in. So good to have you, Jeff. And let's see, what did I miss? Yeah, Skip. I mentioned Skip. Yeah. So you're using iMovie then to edit all your videos? Are you using any kind of external speaker, or are you just using the speaker off the iPhone 12?
Well, so primarily what I use is Shotcut, which is a free program, and it works pretty good. And I just started using iMovie when I got the iPhone, and so I'll use iMovie. I've just been able to figure out how to do, like, to add music, and there's certain things that it doesn't do what I need to do with Shotcut. So I still will take that iMovie, bring it into Shotcut, and then I'll add like my intro video thing, my outro, and all that kind of stuff. And then any of the creative editing, the stuff that's a little more precise, I'll do on Shotcut.
Yeah. Cool.
I do things on the cheap, so
yeah. Well, hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
We all trying to save $1 and trying to do the best we can with what we got. And that's the thing about it. You can do this, fairly easily with minimal cost, really. But then on the other hand, you can really get a lot of money tied up into this.
Oh, yeah.
Like this Blue Yeti microphone I got here, or the Rode Go wireless microphones that I use when I record my videos outside or whatever, things like that. And then you get into editing softwares and different things. You can get into some money if you're not careful.
Some of the
list you have,
some of those cameras. The cameras I see people have, and then you look up what the price is on those, and you're like, wow, now that's getting into your hobby. Now the voiceover stuff, I use this. This is just a gaming headset that I plug into my computer, and I can do voiceover with it.
Yeah.
But I don't do a lot of that. I think I'm going to start doing a little more of that because it makes it a little easier when you have background noise or things like that. So
yeah. Sure enough, no doubt about it. Well, what I just always want to talk about the channel and the equipment and different things like that up front. But now let's kind of move into your techniques and things. What is one of the favorite things you like to cook on?
Well, absolutely, most favorite would be the Old Country Pecos, the smoker. That's pretty much the prime guest on my on my show.
Yeah. Can you talk to us a little bit about it?
Yeah. So I'd say it's an entry level smoker. There's definitely some higher end stuff, but I think I'm able to produce really good product on it. Like I say, I'm on the cheap with everything, so I'm trying to figure out how can I get the best bang for my buck. The only limit it has is it's a pretty good sized smoker, and some of the mods I've done on it allow me to cook the entire across the entire cooking grate. But if I didn't do that, you would only be able to you'd be limited probably to the left half of the smoker, and maybe only be able to do one brisket or maybe 3 or 4 racks of ribs. I also added a shelf in it, so I can do 8 racks of ribs in it.
Oh, wow.
But and I think I'd love to someday. I'd say one of my goals would be to build a big 500-gallon smoker and really do some Texas barbecue with that thing.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that would be cool. What is one of the pieces of equipment that you don't have that you'd like to have? Is the 500-gallon smoker like that, or is there something else that you'd like to have in your arsenal?
If we had unlimited budget, it would be a big, nice trailer smoker. But I'd say something I'd like to add at some point. This griddle cooking that people are doing, that just really appeals to me, like a what do you call it?
Blackstone.
Blackstone. That's the word I was looking for. Something like that, maybe. Or maybe I could do a mod video where I turn a gas grill into a griddle cooker. What did you say, Miss Cast Iron?
Well, she said Blackstone. I said, hey, check her out.
I kept telling you need one of those.
I don't need a Blackstone.
He's got all that cast iron.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know. Yeah, she well knows, you know. As a matter of fact, her son brought me a piece this afternoon. So, but no, I've got a reversible griddle that fits on a gas stove, cook stove in the kitchen. I use that thing every day, man. I love it. Oh, I love that. 2 pieces of cast iron I use almost daily is my 12-inch cast iron skillet and my griddle. And man, we make everything on it, except she made some asparagus today in that air fryer. Dude, I'm going to tell you what now, that was good. I told her, I said, hey, look at here now. I like that. That's all right. But woo, wow.
Yeah, because everyone in town thinks I'm spoiled and
she is.
I don't cook and, all these things.
Hey, we saw Mr. Cast Iron get his coffee brought to him. We know who's spoiled in this family.
Yes.
Eric,
Thank you.
Folks, we appreciate y'all being with us tonight. We've got to run. But no, yeah, you're right about that. But well, I know you're talking about cooking outside. You mentioned about getting back in a little bit on the inside, but would you rather cook at home, or you like to go out and eat, or a little bit of both, but would you prefer to cook at home?
We prefer to cook at home. We go out to eat very seldom, special occasions, but majority of the time we're cooking at home.
Yeah. Yeah. What's one of the favorite things you like to do when you come home from work? What's one of your go-tos?
As far as cooking?
Yeah.
We do our big cooks on the weekends. So during the week, we do a lot of meal prep. So like we'll cook up some chicken on a Sunday and dice it up and put it in salad, for dinners during the week. Or my wife will create something. She's gotten pretty creative here lately with some different things. She did a spaghetti squash, where she took half that spaghetti squash and then filled it with all kinds of stuff and put cheese on top of that, and it served it in the half spaghetti squash. It was pretty cool.
Fancy.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm sure. I think I put some pictures on Instagram of that.
Yeah. Does she help you? Your
wife? Yeah. She definitely helps with all of the sanitary part, making sure everything's clean and all that.
Oh yeah.
Something we're both very. That's one of our pet peeves. I think that's a question coming up. Is our pet peeves is make when you watch a video and you see somebody who's handling chicken and then they're grabbing their sink, and it's like, don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So does she record you, or how does she help? Just getting everything prepared, or what?
Well, yeah. Some videos more than others, but for the most part, she's my creative director. She'll say, hey, you might want to do that one again, that you didn't really, the different takes, and it's usually on the prep part and then on the presentation part, and it'll help me set up those Instagram shots and things like that, because it's not just YouTube. You still gotta put stuff out there everywhere, all the different places. And on my Facebook page, I'll throw pictures of cooks with like the after product and stuff like that, just to get it out there. So show it off,
Yeah. Hey, we're looking for a new moderator here, so we're gonna have to get rid of our moderator that we've been using. So if you know anybody that likes to moderate,
last weekend, remember Simply Wendy that we interviewed?
Yeah, matter of fact, you talked about Wendy. You subscribed to her channel. Well, I don't know if you seen her latest video, but she got her a new air fryer. Excuse me. And because we were talking about that, and she didn't have one, and she said that was one of the pieces of equipment she would like to use. And
her husband got it for
her. Her husband went and got it for her, so he's sucking up a little bit, I guess.
But we love it when the family comes in and watches.
But now, talking about your wife, I got to ask you a question, because Teresa helps me a lot. But now, do you guys get into some heated discussions sometimes when it comes to making videos? I know we certainly do. Oh, it's just us. I don't think so. Karen said her and her husband do. So
like I think mainly it's like when we have company over, and I'm doing a brisket or something like that. And, you're doing a big cook like that one, you want to get those money shots of the slicing and all that kind of good stuff. So, people are ready to eat, and I'm still over here shooting videos and taking pictures, and I'm taking my plate and putting it in the place that has the best lighting, and then taking a shot, and so that's probably the only time that she gets frustrated. But otherwise, she puts up with me pretty well.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're a little over an hour. Are you able to stay with us for a little while, or
sure?
You need
to?
Okay. Well, we'll try not to keep you too long. Guys in the chat room, if you have a question for Eric, be sure and pop that up here in the chat room. Put at Mr. Cast Iron, and that way I can see it, or put 3 or 4 question marks in front of your question, and I'll be able to see that. We'll try to get it up here for him. So if you got any questions for Eric, be sure and throw those in. Which do you prefer, breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Or, well, we call it supper. I know you're from Kentucky, right?
Kentucky, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I'd say dinner is probably my favorite. Weekend dinners, more than anything. Although weekdays are pretty nice because my wife handles pretty much all of those. So
but you like pork steak or beef steaks?
I'd say beef.
Really? What's your favorite cut?
Well, here lately it's been that
tri-tip.
Well, yeah, tri-tip I love. I think tri-tip's my favorite thing to cook. As far as, you got the presentation of flipping it, searing it, and the fire and all that. Because I sear over my wood logs of my smoker, which is another thing I really like about the Old Country Pecos is it's got a sear grate right over the firebox that you can use to sear your meat. So, but the tomahawk ribeye for me, I mean, I know tomahawks, they're just presentation, you're paying for the bone, all that good stuff, but man, they are delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt about
is
it.
That the one
No, got a long bone, no, I didn't get a tomahawk that day. It was just a ribeye. Let's see. What's one of your favorite foods to eat?
I'd say favorite to eat it's got to be that. I mean, only because it's been recent, probably, is that tomahawk I made recently. I didn't do a video on it, and I'm kicking myself because I have a tomahawk video, but it was the first time I'd ever done one, and now I've perfected it. And it was a 3.5 pound, big old slab, and that thing just was. I mean, you could cut it with a spoon. It was so good.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool. Let's see where we're at here. If you only had one food that you could eat for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Yeah. See, I saw that question. And I was like, how do you answer that one? But so if I didn't have to pay for it, it'd be brisket, because you can do, but since if I did have to pay for it, it's going to be the pork shoulder probably, because there's so much you can do with those, not just eat them, but you can put them with, make nachos out of them or tacos or do all kinds of stuff. And if I had unlimited budget and could cook a brisket every day, that would by far be the thing I'd be doing.
Yeah. Karen says, OMG, yes, my hubby gets so mad at me. He's like, can I eat now? So, yeah. But,
they just don't appreciate the art,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You like coffee?
Oh, yeah, I love black coffee.
Coffee, yeah. I usually ask if you put anything in it or not. That's the way I am. I love black coffee.
When I first started drinking coffee, it was sweet and low, or sugar and cream and all that. Yeah. And then they ran out of sugar at work, and so I just drank it with cream. Then they ran out of cream, so I started drinking it black, and that's what I've been drinking ever since. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to beat. You like ice cream?
Oh yeah, love ice cream.
What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
I love chocolate with like any version that has chocolate in it.
Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. How about hamburgers or hot dogs? Which one do you prefer, or both?
Oh, hamburgers for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheeseburger probably.
Yeah, you got to put cheese on it.
Yeah. What's your absolutely mustard or ketchup or mayonnaise?
Oh, I'm a ketchup guy.
Ketchup on your hamburger? Really?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if I had to choose one thing, it'd be ketchup, but I like mustard too, and I don't like mayo on my burger, but
yeah, I like to squeeze mustard on my buns and then just kind of dredge it through the ketchup and eat it. A bite out of it. It's got a little ketchup on it.
Okay, it's like a dipping sauce.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I got Miss Bobby here with us. So good to have Miss Bobby popping in. What I missed? Stephanie said, what'd she say? One of these days, a guest will tell you. Oh, yeah, she spoiled it. Yes. I was going to ask what's my favorite ice cream, but Ozark Black Walnut. Yeah, maybe one of these days we'll have a guest say, "Hey, Mike, I know what your favorite ice cream is."
Well, I did find that out last week on your show, and I should have done that just to mess with you.
Yeah,
I've never had that ice cream though, so
it is good.
Oh, Bluebell makes a good one, and then Yarnell's down in Little Rock, down in that, or Cersei actually, but
the Yarnells,
that's two brands that make it. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. Now, Bluebell gives them a run for their money. That's pretty doggone good. Hey, that's an idea. What I missed? Yeah, we got Josh popped in here. Cooking Cop and Babes. We're good to have Josh with us. We're gonna have him on sometime November. So good to have you with us, buddy. No doubt about it. I gotta ask you a question. Now, this is a silly question. Is hot dog a sandwich?
Hot dog's its own category.
Hot dogs in its own category.
I don't think he likes hot dogs.
I do. Okay. I do like hot dogs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean if there's hot dogs and burgers, and I had to pick, I'd pick a burger over a hot dog. But
right.
Yeah.
Me too.
Now we talked about that smoked cheese earlier that you did, and everyone's doing on in YouTube and TikTok and different things. But what's one of your favorite cheeses?
My go-to is pepper cheese. I do like pepper
jack.
Pepper jack. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Awesome, man. All right, well, let's see what we can move on here now. I always do this. This is a controversial question, so we're going to have to get serious here for just a minute. Okay. I know we've been cutting and carrying on a little bit, but I just got to ask you now, is it okay to put pineapple on a pizza?
Oh, yes. I love pineapple. Now, see, it's a certain combination, though. So the only way to have pineapple on a pizza is, A, it's got to be a thin crust pizza. Mm-hmm. It's got to have pineapple, jalapeno, and pepperoni. That combination of heat and sweet is unbelievable. And I'm telling you, if you guys just try it, you will thank me, and it'll be your go-to pizza.
Heat and sweet, I love it.
Heat and sweet, man.
We could try that.
Hot and not, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
And you can order them from your local pizza joint. It's got to be thin crust. It's got to be, and you got to get extra jalapeno pop. And it's good.
Pepperoni on there.
Yeah, Miss Connie says I'm out with you. You're no longer my favorite nephew. So.
Oh no.
Papa says, what is the history with that basketball behind you there? Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
That'd be right there. Yeah, so that's my Louisville Cardinals. That is Rick Pitino signed basketball, which he's no longer our coach, and he kind of left on some controversial stuff, but we don't need to talk about that. When he was there, he was a great coach, and I'm pretty proud of that one.
Yeah, we all got skeletons in our closet, so just let it ride, right?
And that's the floor, a piece of the floor of the 2013 national championship that technically didn't happen, and we didn't. We got that title revoked because of some controversial stuff that we don't want to get into sports, especially that topic. That's a sore topic, but
okay. Well, let me hit a little bit. I'll leave that alone. But what is your favorite sport?
I'd say football.
Yeah.
Even though I got a basketball behind me, but
what's your favorite team?
Well, so we're a college town. So mainly when people say favorite team, it's usually a college team. So it's Louisville Cardinals.
Okay.
Would be my number one. And we don't have any NBA. We're kind of in the middle between Indianapolis and Tennessee and Cincinnati for NFL. If I had to pick an NFL team, it'd probably be Tennessee Titans. But only because I've gone to a game there. That's really the only reason.
It's pretty wild to go to an actual game.
It is. It is.
I mean, it's just the energy is just unbelievable. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the rubs and stuff behind you there.
Oh, yeah, I did pull these out. So these are ones that either I won on somebody's channel, like I got this one recently, and I haven't even opened it yet, from Dead Broke Barbecue on one of his lives. He gave this away, so I won this one. and really, it's a Simply Texas rub, so I know I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
This one was also Dead Broke Barbecue. This is from North Texas Barbecue Addicts, and I did a video on this one, and I plan to do a video on this one as well. I figure if you're gonna send me a rub, I'll use it and I'll record it and I'll put it out there for the world to see. But this was really good stuff as well. Yeah. And then my cousin Josh.
No.
Okay. I'm sorry.
My cousin Josh lives in Texas, and this is a favorite place down the street that he goes and eats barbecue all the time. And he said, try this stuff out. And it also has a sauce that goes with it as well. That's Ruby's Rub. Yeah. And I did that's my last video on my channel, which was the smoked ribs I did with Ruby's Rub, and it was fantastic. So that one, as you can tell, it's almost gone. So I've been using that one.
Well, you need to come in next Sunday night now when I interview Papa Texas. We're going to do a giveaway of Uncle Steve's. You said you haven't tried that yet, so maybe you can win. We're gonna do a live show with Papa Texas, and we were going to try to get Steve, but I think he's got some things going on that is going to conflict with us, so we may not have him on live. But anyway, I did a giveaway. Me and Big Rob Barbecue Pit Dog did one several months ago, and Papa Texas won that, and he ended up giving it away to another channel, another person. And so anyway, I got him signed up to come on with me next week. We've decided to do a giveaway, so hopefully you guys can be here, and we'll got to be here to win. Y'all got to be here because you got to put a certain hashtag something. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. There'll be hashtag something to put in the chat room. So, but anyway,
I've seen Uncle Steve on just about every channel I watch, so he's a very popular guy.
Yeah, he usually pops in, and he may pop in here in a minute. He does quite a bit on my show, but anyway, he's a great dude. We really appreciate him. Now, what do you typically drink with dinner?
During the week, it's not very exciting. It's probably like water or something like that. But on the weekends, it's got to be at least a beer or two. I'm a big bourbon drinker. So usually that's kind of more.
I can't believe that being from Kentucky. Now. I just cannot believe you would drink bourbon.
Oh, I love bourbon. Yeah. Now usually that's something I won't drink with my meal, but I'll drink after. And I'm a big wine guy. I love red wine. So.
Awesome. Cool. When you were a kid, was there something that you hated eating or didn't like that you find yourself liking now as an adult?
I'd say the green stuff, like asparagus, broccoli, all that. I love that stuff now. And when I was a kid, it was just kind of ooh,
Yeah.
But you give me some asparagus, I'll tear it up.
Yeah. I can't. What did I do?
What have you done?
I got something on it. Who knows?
Oh my goodness.
You know how I am. So it's hard to say.
If you could see this,
Teresa, it's hard to say. Please don't tell on me here. We're live. We're worldwide here on YouTube.
No.
So
just keep going.
Please don't tell. All right, you brought something earlier that's been in the back of my mind that I've waited till now to ask. But what is one of your pet peeves?
Oh, that would definitely be the cleanliness of your cooks. So
that's the top one.
Yeah, I mean, when you're watching, if I watch somebody's YouTube channel and they aren't handling meat or pork, especially, or chicken or something like that properly, I probably will unsubscribe, because it's just that's something. It's just there's no forgiveness for that. I mean, it's one thing if you just don't know. I mean, I guess if you're not you're not aware of that, but I'll teach in my videos, you got a clean hand and a dirty hand, and you handle your shakers and things like that with your clean hand, and you handle the meat with the dirty hand. And if there's ever a situation where you forget which hand it is, you wash your hands and then you start over. So
having that one dry hand and that one wet hand, right?
Yeah. Well, I would absolutely hate to get anyone sick that's eating my food.
Yes.
So I think it's important.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's one food that you've never eaten that you'd like to try?
Well, I tell you what, this Wagyu stuff is very appealing to me. It's just, again, I'm kind of cheap, and paying the prices they have for Wagyu, I haven't done it yet, but I would like to get something Wagyu down the road. I mean, and I don't want something that just says Wagyu, but is actual authentic, Japanese cow or whatever.
Yeah. Barbecue with Neil's popped in. Good to have you with us, sir. No doubt about it. Miss Bobby says the only thing about Uncle Steve's shake is it can be a challenge deciding which shake to use. I love them all. I'm with you on that. I certainly am. There's
I've got to try.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff going on. No doubt about it. No doubt about that. Well, all right. Here, what's the matter? What did I do? Did you say you was getting me another cup? Is that what you said?
Give me that.
Did you really? Oh, you're awesome. Man, I'm a big coffee drinker, Eric. I drink it from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. It don't keep me awake at night. Or I fell asleep in the chair holding a cup. It doesn't bother me at all. But anyway, no, seriously, this is a question that I typically ask my guests. It's kind of a weird question in a way. Some people answer it, some it kind of stumps them. But what is one thing that no one knows about you or would ever suspect or believe? I know you've already shared you was a clown.
Yeah, that would have been a good one. But actually, I thought about it, and I know it's a family-friendly show, and don't worry, I'm not gonna. But my niece and my nephew recently asked me a question about if I've ever smoked marijuana, and they were totally shocked to find that I've never done a single drug in my life. So, cool. And that includes marijuana, which a lot of people, they've dabbled in something like that, but I have not. I'm a pretty good rule follower, and if it's against the law, I generally don't do it.
Yeah, cool, awesome. That's a new one.
And they were surprised that they figured I'd at least had some left-handed cigarettes.
Well, we've been doing this show for a good while every Sunday night, and it's interesting to hear those those answers to that question. I mean, we get all kinds of things. That's a new one there. That's a first there.
Hey, I'm glad it could be unique.
This one wasn't about jail, was it?
No. No, he said
never done drugs. Yeah. Never done drugs.
Yeah. So when you were a kid now, what did you want to be when you were growing up? I
was big into wanting to be a fireman and a policeman. Yeah. I loved the and I'm a huge supporter of the police. I fly a police support flag out front of my house every day. I think those guys have especially these days, a huge challenging job. Yeah. And I mean, I can't imagine every situation they've got a lawyer standing on their back basically. Mm-hmm. And they just, and the politics of it all. I mean, police just, it's scary out there right now for them.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. Well, Miss Aunt Connie says Uncle Mark wants to know a little bit about moonshine. So yeah, Aunt Connie. Aunt Connie is always welcome to be here. Matter of fact, we might pull her on the screen here in a minute. Who knows? But tell us a little bit about some moonshine, brother. Gotta know this.
Well, I mean, I guess that is an illegal substance I've had in my day. That's one of those things when you live in Kentucky, somebody is bound to bring out some clear liquid and they tell you it's moonshine and usually it makes you kind of tick a little after you drink it and you're just hoping it wasn't anything poisonous.
Your image is tarnished now, Eric. I was really looking up to you there for a minute, but now, you're just like the rest of us.
I know it. Darn it.
I know. There's Ian Good, another fellow Kentuckian there from you. So good to have Ian with us. But he's a good friend of ours over around somewhere closer to Lexington, I think, than where you are.
All right. And, we don't mind those Lexington folks.
Well, I mean, that's
he's a good one.
Yeah, he's a good egg. We really like that. Do you have any hobbies other than YouTube?
Well, if I had time for it, woodworking is something that. It's one of those things I've built up a tool collection. I've got I used to have a good workshop in my old house, and but woodworking's my hobby. I'm going to do after I retire, kind of thing.
Yeah. Sorry, man. I got tickled. Grumpy old Gringo said, you could. Let me find that again here. in Colorado. In Colorado, you could get arrested for not smoking wacky weed over there. So that's probably true.
And that's one of those things. If it was legal here in Kentucky, I'd probably try it.
Yeah.
But it's illegal, so I don't.
Yeah. I hear you.
My cousin is a state trooper in Kentucky.
Oh, okay. My uncle was the captain of state police, so he's retired from the state police. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's in your family.
Yeah, I got a lot of cops in the family.
Yeah.
How much time do you spend on YouTube creating videos or whatever? How much time do you put in on your channel?
I spend a lot more time watching YouTube. I mean, we pretty much cut the cord and we just have internet, and we use Netflix, but YouTube's my prime go-to entertainment. As far as spending it on videos, I don't have a ton of content on my channel. That's something probably is a short-term / long-term goal, is to try to do more videos per year, or even try to do one a month or something like that. Right. It's such a time-consuming thing, and I know when I retire, I'll definitely have more time for it. I hope, anyway. Yeah. But yeah, making time for that. It's probably, when I'm doing a video, it's a good 8 hours for a video, between editing and shooting and all that good stuff. Yeah. Of course, a lot of my cooks last 12 hours. So
yeah. Karen had put a comment in the chat room. I didn't put it up on the screen, but she said something to the effect that I don't know how people that have a job do YouTube videos, and it is tough. I mean, there's a lot of time involved in that when you're running a channel and trying to keep it fresh for everybody,
And I think I saw Papa Texas said, cooks take twice as long when you're filming them, and that's so true. And sometimes you just want to cook and not have to worry about filming and editing and figuring out the shots and daylight and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, folks. Once again, we've got Eric with Eric's Barbecue and More in the house with us and in the hot seat. So if you've not yet been to his channel, I know our good friend Steven has got all the information in here. He's popping it in the chat room now. Be sure and go check out Eric's channel. Watch some of his videos. Give him a thumbs up on his videos and a comment. Tell him you seen him on Mr. Cast Iron's channel. If you're not yet subscribed, be sure and smash that subscribe button for him, and I know he'll certainly appreciate that. Likewise, if you've not yet given us a thumbs up on this show tonight, go ahead and do that. We appreciate it if you like what's going on. And if you're new to the channel, we welcome you. If you're watching the replay, we certainly appreciate you being here. Once again, just to update everybody about my new background here, a good friend of ours that's in the cooking community, Lee with Smoking Bears, has recently been diagnosed with a type of melanoma cancer. They found a lump under his arm and a ping pong ball sized tumor in his brain. So he's going to be going in this week to have some things done. So with his blessings, him and his wife's blessings, and their 3 daughters, we created this background, and we're going to be running this background. We're going to stand with Lee to fight cancer, and the black ribbon is for melanoma or skin cancer. And so if you're praying, people, if you want to send good energy, good thoughts, or whatever you want to call it, we certainly pray for him. We prayed with him, and we're going to continue to pray with him and pray for him. And we ask that you do so as well. And we appreciate that. What did I miss, baby?
Aunt Connie is on TikTok.
Connie's on
yeah, if you want to see Aunt Connie, get on TikTok.
All right.
I'm going.
Yeah. Awesome.
I can't wait.
All right. Well, are you into music? I'm sure you are. What's some of your favorite kind of music?
I'm into all kinds. Mainly right now. No, not so much bluegrass. Now, that's one thing I probably could have told you is I was a Kentuckiana clogger. You ever heard of clogging?
Really? Yeah. Really?
Yeah. When I was probably 12 years old or something like that. It was a family thing that my brother, unfortunately, he's 4 years older than me, and so he was 16 when he had to do the clogging, and it was a nightmare for him. Whereas for me, I had a good time with it. But anyway, we. So there was some bluegrass music there, but I wasn't really into that. I am into country, doing the lake thing and on the weekends and living on a lake. There's a lot of country music out here.
Oh yeah.
Zach Brown Band, I really like them. But then I go all the way over to I like Linkin Park and Foo Fighters. So I mean, I'm all over the place. Metallica. I grew up with Metallica in my ears. So,
well, can you give us a kick or two there in the background?
A what?
You said you was a clogger. Can you stand up back there and give us a kick or two?
No.
There
ain't no way I'm doing that.
Oh, come on, man.
Aunt Connie will make a TikTok out of it.
Connie, she'll make that TikTok. Well, that'll go viral, man. That'll go viral. You want to know how to barbecue? Check this out. I'm kicking it, Jack.
We actually clogged to flash dance. If you want to believe it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Ian's got a question for you here, folks. If you got a question for Eric, be sure and put it in the chat room. We'll try to get it up on the screen. Just put at Mr. Cast Iron or a couple question marks in front of it where we're able to see it. Ian says, what's Eric's favorite candy bar? And let's see. He's landscaping. You're not late, buddy. You're right on time, man.
I'd say I'm a big Twix fan, and mainly it's because when you eat the first one, you got a whole nother one right there in the bag. So I like Twix. Second would be Snickers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Talking about music now, have you ever been to a concert?
Oh yeah, many concerts. We went to a lot of Rush concerts back when I was
really
in high school. Oh yeah, I love Rush.
Oh, me too, man. Wow.
Yeah, so we went to the what was it called? Roll the Bones tour. We followed them a couple places. So yeah.
Oh, you went to a different place, seen them in different venues. Then.
Yeah, we saw them.
Stadiums.
Well, I mean, two places. We saw them here in Louisville, and then we went up to Indianapolis and saw basically the same show again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen Rush. Gosh, I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. I don't remember. Skinner's one of my favorite bands I like to follow. ZZ Top, of course, we just lost Dusty Hill, ZZ Top's bass player. But yeah, Rush, man. Believe it or not, I kind of rubbed the skins a little bit, played drums a little bit. But Neil Peart was probably, in my opinion, besides Bonzo, was probably one of the best drummers. Certainly one of the best drummers I ever seen. I never seen Led Zeppelin in person, but Rush was probably Rush's drummer, probably the best I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of concerts. I mean, a ton. What is it, baby? Am I getting us sidetracked here?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. She's slapping me on the leg here. So what's the hottest thing Eric's ever eaten?
Oh, the hottest thing I've ever eaten. I mean, I guess a habanero. I've eaten a habanero before.
Yeah.
I regretted it.
Yeah. Yeah, Stephanie, she's right on board with me. That's my friend there, old Stephanie, old Ginger Snap. Barbecue Shack says, make sure to like the stream. Appreciate that, buddy. No doubt about it.
Stephanie said you were gross earlier.
No, she didn't.
Yes,
she was talking about somebody else. She wasn't talking about me. But let's see. Wait a minute. We got something here we want to address. Cancer's not fun. I have a gene mutation. I just found out about it this year. That's in my family. Makes me 80% higher risk of having certain cancers. Well, buddy, we pray you never get that, so certainly. And Josh is in here. We're going to be interviewing him in a few weeks, and we're going to possibly talk to him a little bit about it. If you know Josh and Cooking Cop and Babe, Josh has went through that. And so anyway, we're going to stand with it, but let's move on here a little bit. Now, chili. Let's talk about chili for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Beans or no beans?
Beans.
Really?
Yep. You got to have beans in your chili.
You got to have beans in your chili if you're going to play in the band. But now, Papa would say you can't have beans in chili if you're going to play in Texas.
And even more controversial is we put a little bit of spaghetti in our chili.
Yeah, you're a little closer to Cincinnati, ain't you?
Yeah.
So a little bit different up in that area.
No, I don't know. I think the starch in the spaghetti it does something with the chili. I like it.
Well, I can agree with that because, believe it or not, I have put rice in chili before, especially like if you're cooking for a big group and you want it to stretch out. You can add rice to your chili and make a pot, extend a pot.
That's not a bad idea.
So, but Where was I at, Tracy? You got me sidetracked. Okay. How do you like to spend the day off?
Well, I definitely would say living on a lake. Anytime we're off, we're on the lake.
On the lake.
Yeah, doing water sports or just hanging out in the cove drinking a beer. That's my ideal of paradise right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you like to binge watch? Jeff says with Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla.
Shoot, what was the name of that series? Shoot, I can't think of the name of the show. I can't think of the name of it. They're on this ranch.
Heartland.
No.
Ozark
or no? It's not Ozark.
We watched that.
I do like Ozark. Ozark was good, but it's the other one.
We watched it
with Amy.
No, the one before that.
I can't think of the name of it.
I don't know.
Somebody knows what I'm talking about. They're on a ranch and there's all kinds of. Shoot,
Yellowstone.
I can't think of it. Yellowstone. That's it.
Yeah,
Connie.
Aunt Connie's back at the show. So.
Yeah, we haven't watched that one.
Yeah, Big Lou says down in Louisiana they serve chili over rice. Then they serve everything. He says then again we serve everything over rice. So no doubt about it. That's good. Hobie's popped
food
in
down there.
Good to have Hobie with us. He said, "Hi, I'm always so late to the show." So, but you're not late, buddy. You're right on time. Good to have Hobie with us.
Virgin River. That was
Virgin River was good. Yeah, no doubt about it.
But Yellowstone, we probably watched the entire thing from beginning to end.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah. What was one of the best vacation spots you ever went to?
I'd say we went to Spain. It's a mix between Spain and Costa Rica, and that's something we want to definitely do when we retire is travel.
Yeah.
So we haven't been to a ton of places, and we're just starting to dabble in getting in some neat countries.
Yeah. Papa said he likes watching Pee-wee's Playhouse, so I mean, I can see that, Papa.
No. There's a question.
Yeah, we got one here from Ian. Says,
he missed it.
Yeah, you missed that. He does like bourbon.
Absolutely. Yeah. Love bourbon. They put it in your baby bottle here, so.
I bet they do. So, speaking of that, what's your favorite?
Like my favorite to recommend is probably Angel's Envy. Like for somebody who's starting out in bourbon, I would say start with Angels. Angels is finished. They finish Angels in a wine cask, so it has a little more mild flavor, and it's kind of your introductory bourbon. Yeah. But Blanton's is probably one of my favorites, and you just can't find it.
Yeah.
It used to be, you could find it everywhere, but then it got popular, and all bourbon has gotten so popular that it's hard to find anything that you like, and the prices have gotten crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Would you prefer to go camping to the mountains or to the beach?
He's already camping every day.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he's there.
I know.
Yeah, I definitely I do like the beach. It's, I'm a lake person, so I love water, and the beach is a nice change.
What's one of your favorites that you've been to?
Beaches?
Yeah.
I'd say in Costa Rica that was pretty cool. I haven't been to a ton of beaches, like mainly in Florida, but yeah.
Yeah, cool. If you was to win the lottery, what would you do with the earnings?
I wouldn't tell anybody that I won. That'd be the first step. No one would know. I would just disappear.
Yeah, I hear you.
Take Aunt Connie with you.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. I'd tell Aunt Connie would know.
Yeah. Josh says Evan Williams is a good cheap stuff.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
There's Lee. So good to have our buddy Lee with you, man. Appreciate you being here, and
praying for you, Lee.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we've been talking about this. I hope you like this banner. I didn't send it over to you and let you look at it. But here's what we have. So we're going to run this for the next several weeks, and we're certainly with you, buddy. So I'm glad you're here. Now, got one other quick question here. We're going to get ready and wind down. We probably got another 5 to 7 questions, but we're getting toward the end. I don't want to keep you too long. But
Sure.
If you could have dinner with anyone in the world, past or present, it doesn't matter, who would that be?
Wow. I'd like to have dinner with Clint Eastwood. I think that'd be a good one.
Really?
I love it.
I just think he's such an interesting guy. I'd like to see if he is his. He seems like he is his character, you know.
Yeah.
And so it'd be neat to talk to someone like him. And he's still alive, isn't he? Is Clint Eastwood still alive? Yeah. So I can make you can make that happen for me. That'd be great.
Well, you know, we can work on it if we need to. We'll try, certainly. But yeah. But,
maybe if you win the lottery.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
You know, yeah. But hey, if you were going to a potluck, what would you take?
Let's see. Potluck. I'd either be my pork shoulder, or it'd probably be my pork shoulder. Mm-hmm. It's good. It feeds a lot, and you can make it into a lot of different things. So you could do, nachos or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. All right. On a serious note, what are you most grateful for?
I'd say family. I'm very grateful for my family. I mean, obviously, I got a lot of support with my Aunt Connie here, and that kind of shows. But yeah, and just for being alive. I was in a serious car accident when I was 14, and it really taught me that life is so precious, and it taught me to be a very positive person. I can put a positive spin on anything, and so life in general, I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, cool. Good answer. No doubt about it. What's one of your favorite childhood memories?
I'd say my grandpa was a carpenter, and he would have me help him do things. Sometimes there were things that my parents didn't think I should do, like getting up on a roof and putting shingles on a roof with him, of course, watching. But working side by side with my grandpa was something that actually with both my grandpas, one was a carpenter, the other one was more mechanic. He had a bicycle shop, and I would help him fix bicycles and things like that. So both my grandparents were very willing to put up with me tagging along with whatever they were doing. So learning by doing, and I guess that could be a lot of why my YouTube channel is more of it. I try to make it more educational, or here's how I do something. Maybe it'll help you do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Getting back to your person you'd like to eat with, Karen says she met Clint Eastwood. He's 91 and still cooking. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. How would your friends describe you?
I would think, I'm usually the funny guy in the room, so they probably think I'm pretty funny, positive, of course. Very upbeat. Like I notice people in a room, and if there's somebody down, I'll probably come up to them and try to see what's going on and see if I can get a smile on their face.
Yeah. What's one of your greatest accomplishments that you're proud of?
1,000 subscribers.
Really? That is really, you know what? Actually, for me, probably the first 100.
Yeah.
That's always a challenge once you're
It was.
started.
Yeah. When you're under 100, you just think nobody's watching this, like you're just like, what, why am I even doing this? Cause you spend a lot of time on those videos and then you get, 4 or 5 views but it'll come. Those of you all that are under 100, you'll get there. Just keep working hard and promote yourself. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
You practiced that, didn't you?
Yeah. He
Oh yeah,
practiced.
yeah.
It was ready.
Yeah. He read the question.
I have nothing written down. That's all just coming out of here.
Yeah. We always attach the questions that we may ask, but there's going to be some that's not on the list. That's for sure. But how did you get over your fear of being on camera? Or did you have a fear of getting on camera your first few videos?
Did I mention I'm a Kentucky and a clogger? I mean, I have no fear,
Yeah.
no fear at all. So, yeah.
And a clown,
Yeah, so. I was a clown. Yeah, I mean, I just
that's great.
Never have any fear. At work, I have to public speak sometimes to our company and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You still get the jitters, but you just kind of start speaking, and next thing you know, you're making a nice presentation. But YouTube's a little easier because you can edit. A live YouTube would be a little more difficult.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun to do, man. You get started and it's just kind of addicting. Actually, for me, I just love it. I really love getting to know people, and I've made a lot of good friends here. Got a lot here. This is a great group. We talk about it all the time. I mean, it's. Of course, we can stand with people like, that have, when life happens, we can all rally around each other. And I have many people that we've interviewed that text me or call me from time to time, and we talk and chat on the phone and different things. And so we'll be exchanging phone numbers here in a little while and different things too, hopefully. So
that'd be great.
But I just love it, man. It's just great. But you know what, you was talking about promoting yourself. Where do you mainly promote yourself? Is it just YouTube, or I know you got Instagram?
Yeah, so Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook are my four, between YouTube. I'd say the most traffic I get, Instagram's pretty good. There's a pretty good community there. There's a lot of people you can get in touch with that share pictures and so forth. And then Facebook, the groups that I've gotten into, which is several. And in Facebook, you can really talk more specifically. Like I've joined groups that are related to Old Country Pecos. So it's a very specific group. We all have the same smoker, and people can ask questions and you can answer them directly or point them to one of your videos where you show exactly how to do what they're asking. So I really like that part of it.
I really hadn't gotten into Instagram all that much. I post some things here and there, especially every day before our interview on Sunday night. I try to put it out there to let people know. I try to like everyone's things that I can when I get on and leave a comment from time to time. But I've never really gotten into, the mechanics of Instagram as far as making reels and stories or whatever and different things. I'm the type of person, if I'm not careful, if you don't corral me and drag me back, I'm liable to go off on a rabbit trail. Yeah. And then, I'm trying to focus mainly on YouTube. I'm trying to build my channel. I'm kind of laser focused in a direction I'm going.
Yep.
And so I'm working on that, but and which includes our live streams here. We're even looking at trying to upgrade this a little bit and make some changes here, hopefully soon. To
be honest, though, I found you on Instagram. So
yeah,
that's true. I think you made a post about being really close to 1,000, and I think I made a comment about it or something like that, and we chatted a little bit. And before you know it, I'm on your live show. So
yeah, no doubt about it. We appreciate that. Hey,
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
No doubt about it. Sure enough. All right. Well, since Aunt Connie busted your bubble about moonshine and everything, I've got to ask you this question here because you had a clear image there. I was looking up to you there for a minute, but here's one question now that really stumps a lot of people. Teresa gets mad at me every time I do this, but here it goes. If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done?
He follows the rules.
I know, right? Well, I guess, you know what? It probably would be speeding. Like I was going way too fast.
Yeah.
I know someone that went way too fast this week.
Oh yeah, we won't point anybody out or anything, but luckily she got a warning.
I did. I got a warning.
Yeah, so like I've never been. I'm not a fighter. I don't get in any brawls or anything like that. So yeah.
Connie, look at that.
Yeah, Aunt Connie's gonna stick up for you. She says you're innocent, so
that's right.
No doubt about it. But well, we're going to get ready and wind down here, Eric. I really appreciate you, folks in the chat room. We certainly want to remind you to continue to lift up Lee and his wife and 3 girls. Pray for them. Keep them in your prayers. What is that?
No, about his mom.
Oh yeah, you're right. And then one other, I just failed to. I got word also too that Bones Richard with Cuisinart New Barbecue. We interviewed a couple of weeks back. His mother passed away last night, and so be sure and keep Bones in your prayers as well. Also, Josh is in the room here. Josh, Cooking Cop, and Babe. Continue to pray for them. Also, Owen Video, another friend of ours that we follow, and hopefully one of these days we may get him on here. Also, he does a little cooking too, really. But all these guys, let's stand in the gap. Let's stand with them and support them. And but with that being said, if you've not yet been over to Eric's channel, be sure and go check out his channel. Watch his videos. Be sure and give him a thumbs up. Leave him a comment. Tell him you seen him on Mr. Cast Iron's channel. And likewise, hit the subscribe button if you've not yet. Be sure and hit the thumbs up for us if you don't mind. And but before we go, Eric, I just got to ask a couple more questions here.
Sure.
How can what's the best way for people to follow you? How would you suggest any of us to follow you?
He told you that.
Instagram or YouTube? Which is the best?
Well, YouTube would be the best. And then my Instagram, and then TikTok. What the heck? I mean, I think I have 5 or 6 people follow me on TikTok.
Yeah,
so.
I haven't gotten into that either. I'd be off out in left field again.
Yeah, he would.
So,
got to keep him focused.
Yeah. You're best to stick with Instagram and stay off the TikTok.
Yeah.
I love TikTok, but
I did want to say, if anybody does, that's another thing I'm a real stickler about. I always reply to anyone who comments on one of my videos. If you take the time to comment, I'm going to take the time to reply. Yeah. And I think it's important for all YouTubers. If somebody asks you a question specifically, give them a comment. Talk back to them. And and if you subscribe to me, and I know you subscribed, it's kind of weird. Some YouTube people, when they subscribe, you don't get a notification that they did, and some you get a notification. So I'm not sure why that is, but if I know you subscribe to me, I'm probably going to go to your channel and subscribe back. If it's, related to something, if you have videos for one, and then if they're barbecue videos or something that I'm into too, I'll subscribe to you. Yeah,
that's great advice. You're right. I really believe in leaving, returning comments if people leave a comment. I try to all the time. But, well, we're going to get ready and go now. Is there anything that you would like to say to everyone in the chat room, or certainly to your subscribers, before we call it a night? Well,
I definitely wanted to say thank you for getting me to 1,000. That was a amazing journey, and to finally be here. And it seems like once you hit that 1,000 mark, it starts to accelerate a little bit. I think I'm at like 1,100 almost now. So, but it's been great. I think, just being part of this community and all of the folks in these chats that I see on all the lives, cross platforms. Stefan, he's one of the best moderators, I think, and I've seen him in just about every live YouTubes that I go to. He seems like he's a moderator in there, and he's great. So we appreciate you.
Yeah, we certainly do. That's we'll say ditto to that, no doubt about it. Well, folks, we're going to call it a night. Folks in the chat room, we always appreciate you. Next weekend, we got Papa Texas, so be sure and come in. We're going to have a giveaway, and you got to be present to win, so we'll be looking forward to that. We appreciate everyone being here. So from Mike, Mr. Cast Iron, a.k.a. Skillet Head, my sidekick, Mrs. Cast Iron here, and also from Eric. We just want to tell you guys, have a great week and good night, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Thank you.